Alright then, we are back with another random match here on WWE 2K20, and this one is showcasing the new model this year for Trent Seven. And I must admit, I think I look more like Trent Seven than this model is. This game, I tell you. Oh my god, it is so bad. It really is. It's like, I feel like I might go back to one of the older ones, you know. Just for a bit of fun here and there. But these, the models are really... I mean, the models of some of the wrestlers have been bad for the last few years as it is, but this Trent Seven, just on his entrance I just watched there, it's just... everything just looks really, really poor. I could really see it's been phoned in this year. It really has, this game, and I don't even know if I'll purchase the next one, to be honest. I paid £80 for this. I paid for the special edition, and really, I don't think it was worth it, to be honest. Nowhere near worth it. I mean, for the sort of games you can get, I mean, Grand Theft Auto, 50 quid for Grand Theft Auto, that's an amazing, amazing game. And I'm even enjoying FIFA a lot this year, but this is, this has got a lot of work that needs doing on this. It's difficult, isn't it, really? I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there that like it. I mean, the views on this year's videos are nowhere near as the previous years, but that's maybe because I'm doing less videos on it, I'm not sure, but, yeah, it's just, it really just, it seems to have gone backwards from last year's game rather than improving this year, doesn't it, really? And it's disappointing. It is. We've only got a couple more random matches after this one left to do. We've only got one more person. I think it's X-Pac who's back on the game, so we're going to have a match with him. And then the last thing I'm going to showcase is going to be the intergender matches, which we haven't done as of yet. So we will do that as well. But it's going to be interesting to see how things pan out. But this game needs a hell of a lot of work to make it to a sort of point where it's usable. I mean, I'm normally so excited for this game when it comes out, and I absolutely blitz the universe mode for the first few weeks and stuff like that, but this year's game, I've just got none of that excitement. It just... I don't know whether the emergence of AEW has sort of taken a lot of the hype away from WWE and that sort of stuff, but it's the same thing with WWE in real life on TV. I mean, we've just accepted the mediocrity we've been given for years upon years, and now obviously other companies like AEW and Impact are really stepping their game up, and they're giving a lot more interesting things for us to watch. And I think the same thing needs to happen with games, to be honest. We've been stuck with the mediocrity of these games for years. They've not improved much at all, really. They've not really gone outside the box. And matches like War Games and stuff like that that WWE have been using for a few years now are not on the game as yet. They've even taken away like 6-man tag elimination chambers and stuff like that. So they've actually gone backwards, if anything, on these games. I mean, you grab one of the older games, like the SmackDown 2 or something like that, and there's such good games, and they just seem to have gone backwards. They seem to have taken a lot away. I mean, Buried Live matches, all them sort of stuff were really enjoyable matches to play on these year's games, but it's disappointing. I'm hopeful we do get something a little bit different. I believe there's new people developing the game for next year, so hopefully they're going to come in with fresh ideas and really bang it out the park. Maybe AEW will do a game, maybe Impact will do another game, although I don't think Impact's original game was that great, was it really? But we just need something, don't we, really? Something to spark this all into life, something that's going to give us a bit of competition, and obviously competition breeds fantastic success normally. And even just like the roster, I mean, I'm really happy with the roster this year. They've added a lot of people, but when you've got no Leo Rush, and he's the Cruiserweight Champion, and you've got no Walter, even though he's the United Kingdom Champion, I'm like, the whole of Imperium should have been in there, really. Especially now, of course, with the Survivor Series stuff recently, it's just sort of shown this game is missing a lot of people who are being used on... I mean, there's some people from the NXT UK card roster that were on the main Survivor Series card, so it's... yeah, they're still missing a lot of the roster, and the creation suite I don't believe is working very well at all. I follow quite a few of the top core creators on Twitter, and a lot of them said they're not even creating cores for this year's game at this point in time because of how bad that side of the game is. So when you look through the community creations, there's not a lot of good stuff on there at all at the moment, which is, again, another reason why Universe Mode is not going to be something I'm considering soon. We'll have some good stuff though, I think. I might do a few tournaments. That might be the best way of doing it. Thinking of doing a bit of a mixed match challenge pretty soon, but using real life wrestling couples and sort of things like that. So we'll see like a little hint of it in our random match in a few days' time. Going to do a little bit of Charlotte and Andrade versus Becky and Seth. Maybe some sort of tournament alongside that would be pretty cool to do. Gargano and Candice LeRae. There'll be a few more we can have a look at. Anyway, enough of me moaning and all that sort of stuff. Let's get into the actual match itself. We've got the Revival versus Moustache Mountain, a match that I would love to see in real life. I'm not quite sure where the Revival stands at this point in time. They seem to play on the... Oh, it's finished. Okay. So they seem to play on the fact that people rumour them all the time. And, of course, they made their return to NXT a couple of weeks ago for a big match, and they've put on Twitter how they want to face off against some of NXT's best, some of NXT UK's best, and all that sort of stuff. I don't think they're happy on the main roster, but I think they would love to spend more time in NXT and NXT UK. Whether, if they got the opportunity, they would make that jump to AEW, it would be a massive jump if it came off. I think it would be a huge jump. It would get a lot of traction. AEW's trying to push tag team wrestling. These two, I honestly believe, are one of the top tag teams in recent years. Their ability and the match quality is absolutely fantastic, and it would be a massive signing if AEW could pull it off. Anyway, that's the end of this match. I apologise for not talking much about the match and just going off on one, but, you know, it happens. Of course, if you have enjoyed it, please do hit a like and, of course, subscribe if you want to see some more. We'll be back tomorrow with another WWE 2K20 random match. Bye.